to another episode of On the Record Podcast. Whoa. Welcome, you guys, to another episode of On the Record Podcast. I am DJ Intense, your host of the most. And to the left of me, I am Walt. What's up, Walt?
I'm good. It's another day, you know. I had work. Well, actually, work was crickets. I was really busy at work. This weekend was cool. Past weekend was cool.
Yep.
Saturday, I was lit. I had a good time Saturday. Good time, you know. Good drinks, good vices. I will not get into. Yeah, good food. Yeah, some nice things to look at, but you know, but that's as far as it goes. Just look. We don't have to, you know, open up. I didn't open up any conversation because I'm not at that place right now.
Care to explain where you went to?
Yes, I went to the River Outpost in Peekskill, New York. Shout out to the good folks over there. Great hospitality, great atmosphere, you know, bar, food, arcade games, overall vibe, great
laser
view.
tag.
Laser tag. I did do some laser tag with my drink in my hand.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No, you didn't.
I did it.
Thank you. Man over here, Captain.
Yeah. You know, I like, you know, sometimes, listen, man, you got to spice up the story every now and then.
That's what happens when you drink too much.
Oh, well, you know. Yeah.
How many cups you had that night?
2.
You really gonna lie on that microphone?
Might look a little hot there.
He had
Okay.
two too many. That's what he had. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
No, he had two too many. All right.
I mean,
Every time I turned around and came back, the man looked like, you know, hey.
The Kool-Aid man over there?
listen,
Huh?
I was good out here, you know?
Yeah, and he had other things to attach on top of that. But it's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, it's all right, you know?
All right.
All natural from the earth, you know?
All right.
From the earth,
Yeah.
you know?
Mm,
Stuff from the earth ain't never hurt nobody.
sure,
Well, I can't necessarily say that. Humans are on the earth, so can't necessarily say that. I'm a liar.
Were you the Avatar yesterday?
Oh man.
Were you,
On Saturday? Was
Yeah.
it Avatar?
you the Avatar, you know what
A
I'm
lot of airbending on Saturday.
Yeah.
saying?
Trust me, a lot of airbending.
A lot of airbending on
Oh,
Saturday.
Okay.
Well, you know,
And
I
then,
wasn't the only one. I don't think I was the only one.
Was airbending? No,
Yeah,
no.
I was
You was not.
I wasn't the only one airbending.
Neither were you the only one, you know, partaking in the cocktails.
Oh
Honestly,
man.
one
Oh
of
no,
the-
far from. Yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot of participants for sure.
Shout out to Joe,
Yeah, shout out to
one of
Joe
the main bartenders,
and
one of the
Mr.
main
Michael.
guys over there, and Mr. Michael too.
He was doing his thing out there, you know.
River Outpost is a very unique place because I DJ there. Thoroughly enjoy it. It's good atmosphere.
Couldn't agree more.
They just want to have a good time.
I
Showing
agree.
to come when you're there? Or no, everyone else is there.
Huh?
Showing to come when you're there?
Should you come when I'm there?
Yeah.
Anybody, don't care.
That's good. That's good.
Just, you know.
I mean, you should, but also you should also go, you know, on your own as well to have a good time. You know, if you have a certain company and stuff like that, you know, she's into, you know, having a good time and acting accordingly. You should do that as well.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's a good place. And said he said can't be here. So filling in his steed is the wonderful Emperor Key. How you doing, bro?
It's been a Baker man the last couple days, couple weeks, you know.
Baker man.
Yeah, Baker man.
Okay.
It's been a little wall to wall over here. But not, you know, I've been the good stuff, not the stuff you know.
No, he baked the good stuff too. Don't get it wrong out here. He baked the good stuff too. Yes, he was Breaking Bad, but he was baking the good stuff too.
No, he's not talking about your baking.
you know, I'm just saying.
Not your baking
Yeah.
stuff.
No. I know who he's talking about. I'm just saying. He was baking the good stuff too. You know, he was moving it out here too,
Not like you do.
and stuff like that. You know. I mean, my man was making doves cry out here. No Prince, okay? All right, like, he was making the good stuff out here, man. You know?
Oh my God. Anyways, moving onward. Glad to have you back. You know, I'm actually glad to be back here because it's been quite a while.
Yeah, it does.
A lot of things happened in the past
couple
weeks. Y'all took our time off a little bit to recuperate.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this episode we're going to cover two things.
All right.
Two big events that happened in the course of 2 weeks.
Yep.
What do you want to get into first?
Two spectacles.
We get yours first?
Yeah, I mean, we can get into what was it, the Grammys? Because I guess
Grammys.
it was what, a week before?
Yeah, so we had the Grammy Super Bowl. Two massive events that took all our times.
Mm-hmm.
We're thoroughly watching and enjoying the festivities.
Well, we sure were. We sure were. Okay, let's see.
Shout out to the Queen, Beyonce.
Long little Queen,
She
babe.
broke the record for the most Grammy wins.
Yep.
With 35, right?
I think it's was it? It was either 30.
Wait, in total?
I think it was
She
either.
has
I
35
think the
Grammys.
record was 31 or something like that.
No.
No, I think so. Hold on, look it up.
I think that
Look it
was the record, and then she finished with 35.
Hold on.
Let me see.
Beyonce.
Think about that. She got more Grammys than Stevie Wonder.
No, she has 29 right now.
No.
It probably haven't updated though. That's probably why.
What was the record originally before her? It should show it.
She has 32 Grammys.
So the record was 30. See, I was
The record was 31.
Yeah.
Okay.
But she has 32 overall.
Okay, so they haven't updated.
And she broke that record. How long was that record up for?
I think it was up for a while.
Yeah, it's quite a while. And her nominations, man, in her total career, she's had 83 nominations. Think about that. As an artist, having 83 Grammy nominations.
Did you hear what I said a few moments ago? She has more Grammys than Stevie Wonder. You know how long Stevie Wonder's been outside?
Wow. I bypassed that because I was looking for the numbers.
Think about that for a second.
Yeah.
This dude had records in what? The 60s?
Yes, he did.
70s, 80s?
And then partially the 90s.
Like, man wasn't playing around.
She must have more Grammys than Quincy Wonder, too, if you think about it. You know how many people that Quincy Wonder helped influence along the way?
Nah, Quincy's been outside for a while, too.
You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
he
no,
does.
you're right. Think about it.
So Quincy Wonder, of artists he's touched along the way, is like, man.
And Quincy Jones.
Quincy Wonder. Quincy Jones. Sorry,
And
Quincy Jones.
then you have Smokey Robinson.
Yeah.
A lot
Shout out to him. He got his was it Lifetime Achievement Award?
something like that.
Yeah, this weekend.
All the records he penned
Congrats.
for, like, these upcoming artists and future greats. I'm sure, like the Marvin Gaye's of the world. Rest in peace, Tammy. What was it, Burrell?
Tammy Burrell, yeah.
Yeah, like she
died years ago.
She died. She died
Young.
Yeah, I don't think she was nowhere near her prime when she died.
No.
She was just up and coming.
Yeah.
And stuff like
But
that.
you saw it in her.
No, it was there.
It was there.
Genius was there.
Who else? Also, Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
The Dr. Dre Award.
Yes.
For his inauguration for that award too.
4 decades.
I forgot how. What's the category for that one?
Huh?
The category for the Dr. Dre Award.
I forgot what it is, but it's.
I'm sure we'll find it.
No, I think it's. Let me look it up now. I'm pretty sure I remember. I think like the most helpful. I think it was like that.
It's like a community award.
The community award, like the most helpful. I gotta look it up.
It's one of those awards that is really based on It's like a.
I think it was a Dr. Dre influential award, something like that.
Yeah, it's a bit like the Vanguard Award, where it's like based on trailblazing and standing the test of time and consistency and all those good things. To be honest with you,
But for him to have an award after himself,
absolutely, it's special.
especially how his career started off.
I found it. It's
what is
the Grammy Global Impact Award.
Okay, for Dr. Dre.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Like you're not just talking about a guy who's like in the Mount Rushmore of this genre. At one point that was considered a fad, considered not gonna last long, and things like that. Like, he transcends music. And so he like you like when you think of Dr. Dre, you're thinking of an entire coast while simultaneously thinking about hip hop. You're thinking about a lifestyle. You're thinking about, it's sort of how we look at Jordans. It's not just a sneaker to us. We look at that jump man and we want to be identified or be affiliated with winning. That's Dr. Dre right there.
Indeed. Hold on 1 second. Keep talking.
Yeah, like when you look at the eras that he came up under and stuff like that, like if you've seen Straight Outta Compton, it gives you a better idea of the circumstances that he was in. And then you fast forward, and then you look at his NWA days and how impactful he was on early out the gate. And then the business wasn't quite what it was. And then he starts anew, and then he introduces us to Snoop Dogg, a guy who he thanks a lot for encouraging him at a time where he didn't really have no money and he was down on his luck. But Snoop was like his biggest, in a way, his biggest supporter / cheerleader. Like, yo, you Dr. Dre. Like, yo, we got to keep on pushing. Like, you talking about a guy like that who's, with his type of work ethic, at some point was not inspired because of all the label politics and all the money that was taken from him that he wasn't rightfully earning and stuff like that. At the same time, while also warring with the primary writer in Ice Cube, because he saw the foresight where he realized, bro, we're signing things we don't understand and stuff like that.
So basically read the fine print.
And he pretty much walked away from all the stuff that he wrote because of the injustice towards them. And at the end of the day, he realized Ice Cube was right.
Yep.
He was right. And, and then you fast forward to Death Row Records, and then you saw how them situations played out. Like, this man had to reinvent himself like 3 times.
Yep.
Damn.
And each time was a different muse. It was Snoop. Then you fast forward to Aftermath. It was M. It was 50. There's and his sound. And then you look at the first Chronic album, and then you look at Chronic 2001. He really was able to capture the energy and sound and the culture in music from that point in the early 90s to the Chronic 2001. If you listen to the Chronic 2001, if you listen to both of them, it's quite the experience. But one of his best things is what makes him great as a producer is like he could see the potential in a record and see it through. Doesn't care how many takes he has to do it, but he gonna make sure it's right. And then another aspect about him, and Eminem brings this up all the time, is his mixing. The way he mixes the records is what's different to the new level, to that next level.
It sets him apart from a lot of other people.
It really does. Mixing is a very big deal. Like when you think about great sound quality, Dr. J is one of the earliest reference points of that.
So you say like he's like the starter point that everyone should focus on, but not really.
Who?
No, I'm saying I'm saying at Dr. Dre, you should feel like if you want to make a beat, you kind of should follow not his footsteps, like using him like a focus point and then try to expand from that.
No, he should be all time influential. Like you should follow your own path and follow your own niche, but he should inspire you to take you to the next level. He should inspire you to be there countless hours trying to craft your sound and get it right.
Okay.
And stuff like that. Like I said, there's no such thing as perfect, but there is such thing as working to get it to your liking, to put it out. As much as I'm raving about Dr. Dre, there are pros and cons. Like, there are things that he's done that he's not trying to do again.
Nope.
And that's part of the reason why we probably haven't gotten future Dr. Dre stuff outside of the Straight Outta Compton soundtrack, which when you listen to it,
no new Detox.
Nah. It's a collaboration among great producers. The Straight Outta Compton soundtrack.
It's in the vault.
I think, in my personal opinion, I can't prove this. I think he's probably tried to start Detox, scrap it, Probably more than 40 times.
Probably.
Okay, so that happened. So let's get to the winner, shall we?
Yes.
I have the list here. Let's start with the. You want to start back and go forward? You want to start from the top and go down?
I guess we could start with some of the categories that are not really televised. You know,
Okay,
just to
so-
be objective, and then we could then we could get to the main course.
So for the Latin set,
Latin? Oh, we know who
Yeah.
won that. We can tell who won that one.
so best Latin pop album went to Ruben Blades and Boca Lavir, Pasiritos.
Okay.
Okay.
The best Musica Urbana album, as you know, who that went to.
Yeah.
He was everywhere,
Yeah.
literally. Like, Walt and I, we talk about this thing. When it comes to the Grammys, they have to make sense for me, because for like album of the year, songs of the year, record for the year, this man Bad Bunny, who won the last category I told you, was everywhere.
He was.
Everywhere. Everybody wanted Bad Bunny. It didn't matter where I was at. You heard the man's voice in the speakers.
Yeah. No, what you're saying.
Everywhere. Stores,
No, what he's saying
restaurants.
is accurate, because one of Kanye's last Drink Champs interviews, he was talking about people that inspire him in terms of the live performance, and he highlighted Bad Bunny, and that's a guy who's one of the greatest visionaries ever in terms of seeing things through, but particularly on the live stage.
So
he was looking at Bad Bunny like, yo, he's really taking
really-
it to a different level.
So for me, for a guy like that, to didn't win the major categories, I wasn't feeling that, because I'm like, for some of those categories, like, bro, this man is being everywhere. Everybody requests for this dude. It don't matter what color they are, black, pale, maroon color, white. It didn't matter who won. They when they had that fun about play some bad. They knew, and they knew word for word. And mind you, they don't speak Spanish, but they know that song word for word.
That's right. You're right.
That's like one of my biggest gripes. But let me go ahead.
These are the type of things that Kanye would be ranting about, especially when he had the whole Taylor Swift moment. His overall point was just like I always say his timing was bad in terms of how he did it to Taylor Swift. It was classless, but the overall point was correct. His point was, you give Beyonce a video of the year, but she loses in best female video.
Make it make
It
sense.
makes no sense. Yeah.
It's literally like my album went diamond, right? 4 out of my 5 singles were #1 on Billboard, but I get album of the year, but somehow, some way, I don't get the record of the year.
So now that's what they're trying to tell you.
Makes no sense. Mark Anthony won for best tropical Latin album. Shout out to him.
Yeah, he got a lot of Grammys too, I think. I don't know what it is, but he's definitely doing his thing.
Your girl Rosalita, she won for best Latin rock or alternative album.
Did my guy Maloma get anything?
Maloma, Maloma fell in the category of Bad Bunny for the Love and Sex Tape album. In that category, you had Raul Alejandro, Daddy Yankee, Farruko, and Maloma. Now, Farruko had the Pistol song, cover records, part of that album. Smoked it, but that Bad Bunny, Un Verano C T, that joint is a hit.
My thing is, like, I've separated how I view the Grammys, because, like I always said before, because of the politics of the Grammys, and because of the injustices I've seen that just don't make no sense to me. However, I try to slice it, or even if at one point I try to justify it,
It makes no sense.
My thing is just like,
Like prime example, right?
I congratulate the winners. I'm just getting this over quick. I congratulate the winners from a team aspect.
Yeah.
Because if it's gonna make people who work hard to make me look good, to ambitious, be moving, if at any point they decide to level up and go and do their own thing, I would want that for them to be on their resume and stuff like that. Be like, yeah, this she or he was part of a winning team and stuff like that. So the way I view the Grammys is it's beneficial to the team around me versus me being caught in my ego.
Okay.
That's how I view it nowadays. I don't give it merit than these artists going out and selling out these shows to 20 to hundreds of thousands of people. That statue that can't equate to that.
Christina Aguilera was actually put in a best Latin pop album. That's where she lost to Ruben Blades and Boca Olivier. Now, here's one thing that threw me for a loop.
Mm-hmm.
So, the best roots gospel album, right?
Yep.
So this is albums containing greater than 50% playing time of newly recorded vocals, traditional roots gospel music, including country, southern gospel, bluegrass, and Americana recordings. In that category, you have Willie Nelson in that category.
Yeah.
They lost, everyone in that category lost to the urban hymnal by the Tennessee State University Marching Band. They won a Grammy. TSU.
Oh, wow. That's impressive.
Yeah.
That's very impressive.
That kind of slipped under the radar.
Yeah. No, that was not highlighted.
No. And that's probably one of those early sets.
Mm-hmm. But like I said, they don't televise everything.
Yeah.
It's so many different categories.
I'm not lying to you. You just sprouted me. I did not. I think the Grammys had like a little. Oh, we have a little. Awards.
No, they have Christian music. They have rock music.
Rock. Christian music, I didn't respect.
I think a category that they should televise is producer of the year. That should be televised.
That wasn't. Good. Speaking of producer of the year, I believe who won that category. I'll let you know right now.
They do have Afrobeat one though, right? I'm not bugging. Afro or
I think in time they will.
That's more like world music.
Yeah.
Okay.
The classic. Yeah.
So for
that's true. I'll give that one.
The producer of the year. Oh, I think they have it here.
I know they have one.
They do have one.
It's definitely a category.
It is a category.
It's just not highlighted. It's not televised. It's not highlighted. It's not televised.
Yeah.
I have an issue with that.
I think
so. Producer of the year,
yeah,
for the non-classical, went to Jack Anatov. So he was.
That name sounds familiar.
He did All Too Well for Taylor Swift.
Okay.
Dance Fever for Florence and the Machine.
All right.
I Still Believe by Diana Ross, which is a good song.
Mm-hmm.
He was part of the Minions, The Rise of Gru soundtrack,
and
part of the band by 1975.
Okay.
In that, he beat Dan Auerbach.
From Blue Keys.
Black
Keys, yes.
He beat Dahl. He was part of Steve Lacy, Kendrick Lamar.
Yep.
Word.
Vince Staples.
He beat those. I'm sorry.
Yeah. DeErnest, DeMille, DeMille, Amelie. He produced Candy Drip by Lucky Day. He's part of Even with Silk Sonic. Good Morning Gorgeous with Mary J. Blige, and Sometimes I Feel Like a Motherless Child by Jasmine Sullivan.
Yeah.
And also he beat out Boy Wonder. That's impressive.
That's impressive. Honestly, more power to him, because at the end of the day, like that's a category I could safely say that anybody that's nominated in that category any one of them could have won, because my thing, when you're out here, not only it's one thing when you're producing an executive producer or main producer on one body of work, but when you're producing multiple bodies of work and you leaving your mark on there, that's very impressive. Like, one of the guys that that I like to talk about, some people have he has certain skeptics and stuff like that, but Rick Rubin, people like to overlook him and stuff like that, but I know at times my boy Zay and Lou overlook him, but it's just like, yo, bro, this guy was essential to the early aspects of hip hop.
And then the producer of the year for classical went to Judith Sherman. Okay, now also in there you have the best remix recording.
Oh,
That went to the Purple Disco Machine for remixing Lizzo's About Damn Time. They beat out Easy Lover by Ellie Goulding.
Okay.
Slow Song, Paul Wolfer remix. Too Late, Soul Wax remix. And Break My Soul, the Terry Hunter remix. All right.
That's cool to win a Grammy for a remix, to be honest with you.
Now,
I've always been a big fan of remixes. Well, like really good ones.
So the songwriting of the year for non-classical, the person who won that was Tobias Jesse Jr.
And what he wrote?
He wrote Boyfriends by Harry Styles, Can I Get It by Adele, Killer's List by FKA Twigs featuring Daniel Caesar.
Okay.
Come On Baby Cry, Orville Park, Dotted Lines, King Princess, Let You Go by Diplo and Tesai, No Good Reason, Thank You Song by FKA Twigs, and To Be Loved by Adele. Now, this person beat out The Dream, who was, The Dream wrote for Beyonce's. He wrote Break My Soul, Church Girls, Energy, I'm That Girl, Brent Fires, Mercedes, Rock and Roll by Pusha T, Rolling Souls by Brent Fires, Summer Renaissance by Beyonce, and Thick by Beyonce. And he also beat out a girl named Laura Velez. And he also beat out Little Lady by Nija Charles. And Nija Charles wrote some hits here. She did Cozy, X for a Reason by Summer Walker, Good Love by City Girls, If You Know, You Know, Little Durk, Lobby by Anita and Missy Elliott, Ride For You, Meek Mill featuring Kalani, Sweetest Pie by Megan, Tangerine by Kalani, Throw It Away by Summer Walker, and Amy Allen.
You know what? I'm not gonna say anything.
Honestly, when you bring up like, these songwriters and then you mentioned The Dream, right?
Yeah.
And then we talk about how a lot of these artists or writers, producers have been selling off their catalogs and stuff like that. I think, again, I don't know unless he were to at some point clarify this in an interview, or maybe he's already clarified this. I think he views it as in the sense where, like, I could sell what I've done so far and made X amount of millions, knowing that I could just make a whole bunch of great records.
Now, for global music, Baith beat out Burna Boy.
Burna Boy, really?
Yeah, for new vocal and global music recordings.
Well, spell the name. Winner.
Baith.
Spell
it. It's written by Walter Kellerman, Zakes Bontewin, and I don't know.
What's the name of the band?
The song's called Bayeth, Bayethe. Now, in this category, I'm like, bro, you had Last by Burna Boy was a hit. So I don't know how he didn't win that category for new vocal or instrumental global music recording. And then he lost in the album for that same category. And lost a lady named Masai Takemi for Shakira.
Is it anime? Or not anime?
I don't know.
See, I'm reading now.
And then Viola Davis won an award for Best Audiobook.
She got the EGOT now, right?
For Finding Me. Dave Chappelle won for Best Comedy Album.
Mm-hmm.
And then...
That's impressive.
Best comedy album?
Yes. Yeah, Chappelle is that dude. And then one thing, they made a new category for Best Score Soundtrack for Video Games and Other Interactive Medium. Assassin's Creed won.
Let's go, baby.
All right.
You know what's interesting that you mentioned Dave Chappelle? Quick side note. I feel like where Chappelle is comedically is where Jay-Z is lyrically. They're just beyond
they're beyond
their respective fields.
They're over.
It's like I've gotten to
right there.
Yeah, it's like I've gotten to a point where, like, it's not even rap anymore. It's just I embody this now.
Oh yeah, no, they're on a different level.
Yeah,
we're living in their world. We're not living in, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
No, they're not living in ours. We're living in their world.
Exactly.
Intriguing.
Because, man.
You know what it's like? It's like when Goku finally mastered Ultra Instinct. Jiren couldn't tell him nothing.
Nope.
No.
Exactly. That's exactly how I view them.
So, like, when you look at that God did verse, Jay-Z was putting out so many facts. It's like, this is what he does.
Like, I heard the verse,
I was like,
but I appreciated it more after I saw the performance.
yeah. Because if you actually hear the verse and listen to it, and then read the lyrics,
yes,
a lot of it makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? You know what it is with a lot of people? It's like a lot of people. There are two things when it comes to Jay. One thing is a lot of people don't like the shrewd business aspects of him, even though there's not a business under the sun that doesn't have shrewd tendencies. And two, a lot of his verses are autobiographical, and there are people that can vouch for what he's saying.
Because
even people who are at odds with him.
Like the one part I liked in the God did verse, when he says, I'm sorry for going off. I just feel passion like Farrakhan and Mike Wallace. If you listen to the song Young, Gifted, and Black, when you got Farrakhan, going at it, well, Mike Wallace, hey, man.
Bro, I don't think I've heard Jay-Z rap like that probably since What's Free. And even before that, when you listen to his first albums, when you listen to Reasonable Doubt, the verses are so long because it lacks song structure. I feel like with these features, he's sort of been going back to that.
Mm-hmm.
They just let him go off, and whatever he comes up with, maybe they'll find a way to incorporate it, but he's gonna get his ish off for sure.
Yep. His point across. So okay, so now that we got that out the way, you want to go to rap or you want to go to R&B first?
Let's go to R&B first.
Okay, so for R&B, for the best R&B performance, you had Beyonce's Virgo's Groove.
Okay,
but to me, I don't look at it as an R&B song. That's more of like a pop electro record. I would more thought of what's that song? Plastic on the Sofa of R&B, but not whatever. Because Beyonce basically said that y'all can't categorize me. You try if you want to, but you can't categorize me. I'm that ish.
I'm the inbreed.
Yeah. Okay, so in that category, you had Virgo's Groove with Beyonce.
Mm-hmm.
Then you had Here With Me featuring Anderson .Paak with Mary J. Blige.
Ooh.
Then you had Over by Lucky Day, Jasmine Sullivan's Hurt Me So Good, and you have my girl Mooney Long with Hours and Hours. Guess who won that one?
Mooney Long?
Yep.
Honestly,
for new vocal and instrumental R&B recordings.
I don't think anybody could really argue that, to be honest with you.
Nah.
Yeah.
That one.
And shout out to Mooney Long, man.
It's putting that time in, man.
Yeah, no, seriously. It's not where you start, man.
It's how you finish.
It's how you finish. And she started writing records super, super early on for countless artists, you know? And 10, 15 plus years in, she got herself a huge record that went viral that everybody associates with I
think for me was Time Machine I thought was better than Hours and Hours, but
Nah, that I disagree with you on, but I like Time Machine.
I like Time Machine.
I like Time Machine a lot.
So after that, we have Best Traditional R&B Performance for New Vocal and Instrumentals, Traditional R&B Recordings. You had Snow Allegra's Do For Love. You had Babyface featuring LMA Keeps On Falling. Beyonce's Plastic Off the Sofa. Adam Blackstone's featuring Jasmine Sullivan for Round McKnight. And Good Morning Gorgeous by Mary J. Blige. Guess who won that one?
Beyonce.
Yep. Plastic Off the Sofa.
I honestly.
So here. So I'm telling you, Emperor Key. She had 2 songs and 2 separate categories off one project.
So good, you can't.
And mind you, she was in others too. She was in the R&B and dance.
Yeah. It's the bully on the block.
Yeah, she is.
When she walks, man.
She is Beyonce. That's what I say.
Sorry. Okay. After that, you have Best R&B Song. So the Best R&B Song, Walter, and Emperor Key, is a Songwriters Award. A song is eligible if it was first released or if it's first achieved prominence during the eligible year. Right?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So in that you have PJ Morton's Please Don't Walk Away, which I love that song. You have Jasmine Sullivan's Hurt Me So Good. Million Lawns, Hours and Hours. Good Morning Gorgeous by Mary J. Blige. And Cuff It by Beyonce. Guess who won that one?
Cuff It by Beyonce?
Yep.
Honestly, that record that Mary J did is phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
It's honestly like when I think of her and stuff like that, I just think about just hip hop / R&B national treasure. Like there's no other way to look at, like, this woman is great.
Yep.
You know, and I've always hated that they try to box her in.
And you can't.
You just cannot.
And then after that, you have for Best Progressive R&B Album. So this is for albums containing greater than 50% of playing time, no recorded progressive vocal tracks, derivative R&B. So you have Tank and the Bangers for Red Balloon, Moonchild, Starfruit, Drones by Terrence Martin, Gemini Rights by Steve Lacy, and Operation Funk by Corey Henry. Guess who won that one?
I'm a little Steve Lacy. I like Steve Lacy.
Yeah, Steve Lacy won it for
Let's
Gemini Rights.
go!
Because that guy was charted on the Billboard, bro.
I don't tell you.
Honestly, shout out to Steve Lacy, incredible talent. You know, this dude had so much music equipment around him in the studio, and all he was focused on was making music off his cell phone and GarageBand.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
It's just it's something to behold. But if you know, this is if there's one person that I feel like has been making really great progressive R&B, it's been slided, and it's not a, and it's, you know, there's a lot of great R&B acts.
I got my guy. I want to hear what you're gonna say. I want to do the same wavelength. Go ahead.
Well, mine is a woman, and this is me checking out some of her recent works and stuff like that. Dawn Richard.
Dawn
From
Danny Kane.
Danny Kane?
Yep.
Yeah. She still makes some good records.
Bro, you should
do a curveball for that one.
This project right here, this is the records we're gonna play after the pod. I just want you to check out this album, Second Line, and the one before it. Yo, she's
singing.
She's really about it, man.
See, it's funny that we talk about that because, like, you know, when it comes to the Grammys and the Billboards, a lot of that hype nowadays, it doesn't validate you sometimes.
No,
because you have other artists out there that put some incredible pieces of work.
That's very true. That's very true.
And they're not getting nowhere the recognition they're getting right now.
No.
But hey, they still do what they do. I don't care.
Listen, no, you're absolutely right. Like I said, and you know, this goes back to,
like, if The Weeknd would have put himself in one of these categories.
Listen, I get it, but the thing
is,
you know
his Weeknd stance. He's like, okay, no problem.
But
playing around.
But here's the thing, and it goes back to Mr. West has been saying. He's like, celebrate me when I'm in my bag.
Yeah.
This dude made what's the album before Dawn FM? After Hours.
Yeah.
He made After Hours. Think about that. After Hours, from top to bottom.
Hits.
Blinding Lights, I think, is the most streamed song on Spotify in the history of Spotify. Like, well over billion streams. Did well globally. You know, from top to bottom. He gave you a body of work. Nothing. One of the best-selling albums of that year. Nothing.
Well, you think about it. 2020 was very
but I'm saying, though,
a lost album year, though. We can't lie.
It was, but when you see some good bodies of work,
you gotta appreciate it. You can't just say, nah, we don't, you know. And they give no explanation. Like, no disrespect, but there's no way you're telling me Made in Lagos should not have been in the album of the year category.
Oh, you're not wrong. No, I believe you. I believe exactly what you said.
From top to bottom, you cannot.
Boy?
By Wizkid. Made in Lagos. From top to bottom.
And that's what I'm saying.
You know?
Hear what I'm saying? That's exactly what I mean.
Yep.
Because that should be somewhere in there, but it's not.
It's crazy.
It's what it is.
It's crazy.
Okay, so this is where the funny one happened. Oh, so for me, my guy who's very underappreciated when it comes to music shit, and his name always comes every year, is Terrence Martin.
Oh, absolutely.
I've been following Terrence Martin since, you know, early Ox, since about 08, 07.
No, his music, wow.
For a while.
Wow. That's deep.
Like,
respect you, bro.
He was on the blogs.
I respect that a lot. He was on the blogs. I respect that a lot. That's that right there. That I didn't see coming that you would say.
You mean that for me following that long?
Yes.
Because he was on. Remember, coming up, when you got your music, you weren't getting your music from the radio.
No.
Which it was still good.
Either
it was radio, mixed CDs, and then when they came to the internet,
MySpace.
with these MySpace and these hip hop blogs.
Yes.
And Terrence Martin's
These
been
forums.
doing this joint for a while.
No. Listen, and this is why I respect you for saying that, because there's a lot of what you're saying stems back to. There's a lot of people who put in that work early on,
and never got the shine.
Never got their shine, but this guy's all over the credits, bro.
Yeah.
Like if you look at To Pimp and Butterfly, you'll see that
Terrence
name
Martin's everywhere.
all over the credits.
Yeah, Terrence Martin been doing this thing for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good to see him there, but when there's somebody in your way, I get it. Because Steve, you couldn't deny Steve Lacy.
No, hell no. No way.
You know what I'm saying?
No way.
Sorry.
No way.
I wish I knew.
Mm-hmm. No, it's too catchy,
I
bro.
wish I knew
It's too
you
catchy.
wanted me. I'm like, whoa.
It's catchy.
And the thing is funny because me.
But they would try to sun him and put him in that urban category because he's black.
So me and I wouldn't have.
I bite my tongue.
Thing about
it's
I would
a bad
have put him
habit.
Come on
now.
in an urban category.
Yeah.
I would put Steve Lacy more for pop.
But this goes back to what Tyler the Creator is saying. You gave me this, and I'm thankful for it. But why can't my album be pop?
Yeah,
you know.
I thought he didn't do anything this year.
You know?
I thought he put himself in there.
Nah, for what? He didn't do nothing this year.
Oh, no, wait, no.
Tyler.
Oh,
project.
Also another guy that people are talking enough about in terms of just not just in terms of making great rap music, but in terms of just making great art. Vince Staples.
Yeah, Vince Staples, another guy, because that's song him and Juicy J.
Yeah.
That
record, that video I posted in my story. That's one of the records I was talking about when Sparks Fly.
Yeah, him and Juicy J had a record I was like, yo, this one's a hit. But the thing about Vince Staples, it's that West Coast thing.
It is,
unfortunately, where a lot of people, if you're a hardcore fan, you will go check him out when he comes to New York or comes to Jersey.
I definitely want to check him out.
But if you're not a hardcore fan, like who the hell is Vince Staples? Like we don't even know who Blast is.
That's part of it too. But
they're all West Coast artists that still get the love out there.
But the thing is, I think people will know who Blast is sooner than people will recognize how great Vince Staples has been. And part of it is because his calling and his personality is bigger than the music.
Yeah.
But the music is really good.
Like that's when people laugh at me like, oh, you just got on Kendrick Lamar. I said, no, I've been on part of Kendrick Lamar since Section 80s. Go look that up.
Facts.
Okay.
Listen.
Don't tell me my music or Nipsey Hussle when it comes to Hustle and Motivate. And we had the whole Crenshaw mixtape series, Volume 1.
Yes.
Okay? I've been on that. When I was deep in the blogs, bro. I was deep into the blogs.
I will say, Nip, I've checked out some records early on for him, but I wasn't heavily invested in the music. I was more invested. This name keeps coming up. It keeps being linked to all these different people.
Yeah, because when it comes to people like Nipsey, Wiz Khalifa.
Yes, Wiz early. Me too. Wiz
Weekend.
Weekend, yeah, super early for me.
Tyler the Creator, Odd Future.
Frank Ocean. Them guys, yes.
Watching these guys
evolve and what they
start from the blogs.
Yes.
As blimps in the blogs.
It's a different
and
time.
Then when they transform into the mainstream and people are now fighting get like even Miguel.
Yeah.
I remember Miguel remember Miguel's first album cover when he had the shades on.
You're still figuring it out.
You know what I'm saying? He looked like an R&B singer.
You're right.
He wasn't this like, this little, kind of eclectic kind of guy.
He was well, musically he was eclectic, but as far as his look, he was still fighting himself. He was still fighting himself.
So he wasn't, and I remember when Miguel was going by Miguel Jontel, not just Miguel.
Yes.
He dropped the Jontel name there. So fun fact. You know, now you know.
Yeah.
Because I remember, when I dropped the name Miguel and went straight to Miguel, I said, bro, there's 1,000 Miguels I have for Spanish section, bro. I can't. I gotta keep the Jontel on there.
No,
you may not appreciate me putting it on, but if I remember as Miguel Jontel, I'm gonna keep Miguel Jontel. Like that's the thing about artistry. I feel like we're deviating, but we're going off focus. But whatever. One thing I hate as an artist that I don't like is when an artist changes their name. It drives me crazy.
Some artists do it for just a week.
Sometimes,
some artists do it for just a week to see how it goes.
I don't like it because now you have to change the whole category. Like when think about this. Rest in peace, Takeoff. What was Takeoff and Quable's name? They were with the Migos. They were what?
I don't know.
You remember?
That's hard.
I don't know.
They were Unconfused.
Oh yeah, because that's funny. That's very funny.
Actually, I don't mind it sometimes if it's. I don't mind the name change if it's synonymous with someone else and stuff like that. Like one of my favorite young up and coming Afrobeat artist is
Buju. But now he's I think
he goes by his last name though. Yeah. Benson, formerly known as Buju. Yeah. And stuff like that, but he didn't want to, the Buju Banton thing.
That was because that like Buju Banton. If I put in Buju as a DJ, I'm gonna have Buju and Buju Banton. So when he changed it, I was fine by it.
Yeah, when stuff like that, yes, it makes sense.
Like another guy who changed her name was remember the dancehall artist Assassin?
Yes, Agent Sasco. Love that guy.
But now some songs he'll go back and forth. Like no. You made me change your name to Agent Sasco. Your name is not Agent Sasco. I'm not changing it back.
One of the greatest MC voices you'll ever hear in your life.
Because he cuts through that song, bro. That voice is very distinct.
Like the depth in the hook that he put on Black of the Berry.
Yep.
If you understand what's going on with that hook, what he's really talking about, it's masterful.
Masterful. It's the fact that they got him on that hook, bro. I was like, whoo.
It was funny.
This was around the time I think Kanye was doing Yeezus, and he's on a song called "I'm In It," and this was the time. Yeah, it was on a song called "I'm In It" on Yeezus. At first, I thought it was a sample, but it was actually him.
Yeah.
And then I guess around that time, Kanye and Kendrick had crossed paths. That's around the time he did it. When he did it to Pimp Butterfly.
I forgot he did go by Year a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go back. Let's get back into this. So in this category, we have the best R&B album. Now here's the thing with this R&B category. You have Good Morning Gorgeous by Mary J. Blige.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Brown's Breezy.
Okay.
You have Robert Glasper's Black Radio 3.
Yeah.
Lucky Days Candy Drip. And PJ Morton Watch the Sun. Any one of those guys could have won that category, I would have fine.
Yeah.
But to me, the one who should have won was Mary J. Blige. Because Mary J. Blige, out of that category, was the only one that was in Album of the Year.
Okay.
Think about it.
I can't. Okay. So I can see what you're saying.
This is why the Grammys kind of annoy me.
Yeah.
If you have my album in Album of the Year, then you have my album in a separate category, obviously I should win that category, right?
By theory, yes, because Kendrick is in the same scenario and he won for Best Rap Album, and his album is an Album of the Year.
Yes. So why did Mary J. Blige not win the Best R&B Album category? Robert Glasper's Black Radio 3 did. We're not throwing shit at Robert Glasper.
No.
Because Robert Glasper, he's been putting work in for a minute.
I think the way Breezy went about that was not the best way to go about it, only for the simple fact that he's been well established and been in countless Grammy nominations in past Grammys.
I think
so. That's a name that he should have been already familiar with.
I think, and this is where it goes to me like, artists now they have to link up. Yeah. You can no longer be in a bubble.
No.
For you to not know who Robert Glasper is as an artist, come on, bro. And I get it. He may not be your cup of tea, but you should know who's out there. That's why I always will give up to Drake, because he knows he has his ear, his pulse on everything.
I tell you, if this was X-Men, he'd be Professor X. I tell you this all the time.
Yeah, and I'm not. I never called you a liar on that statement.
Yo, but no, that's fact. You did it. You never did. You never did. But my thing is, it's very surprising that Chris Brown took that stance. This is a guy that collaborates with a lot of songwriters, a lot of producers.
So for him to not know who Robert Glasper was,
it was odd to me.
It's like, bro, come on, you should know him.
It's odd to me.
You should know what this guy
Even
is.
if you never collaborated, the fact that you can't tell me you haven't seen that name come across your radar during this time, it's hard to believe. I don't believe Chris Brown's that stuff. I really don't.
I wouldn't be surprised.
If you know Lil Dicky, yes, that dude. How you not know that dude? Like if you know Lil Dicky,
I'm guaranteed you probably don't know who Robert Glasper is.
I'm not glad to you.
No, but when you listen to his Black Radio stuff, you're like, damn, this guy's pretty good. Yeah. Now what Robert Glasper's Black Radio is what DJ Khaled's God did is for in his category.
True,
but Robert Glasper, obviously, it's better.
Yeah, for sure.
Grammys.
For sure.
Okay. Let's get to the hip hop. So let's go we'll go top to bottom. So for best rap performance, you have Doja Cat's Vegas, which I'm just like, I don't know. That's like more poppy. Whatever. The Heart Part 5 of Kendrick Lamar.
Let's go, baby.
Easily. You got God Did by DJ Khaled, Rick Ross, Lil Wayne, Jay-Z, John Legend, and Friday. Big up to Friday, by the way.
No, he did his thing.
Yeah.
For a guy
From where
from starting to a year ago
Yeah.
to being in a room like this we're in right now,
Mm-hmm.
making music, to be on the Grammy stage,
Surreal feeling. It's a surreal feeling.
Not really.
bruh.
It's a surreal feeling.
Bruh.
No, those stories really touch your soul, though. It really shows you, like, yo, you could really do this.
Do it, yeah.
To be honest with you, like, man.
And then you have Gunna and Future featuring Young Thug for Pushing P, which I'm like, that song.
That song was out of here. That song was out of here. Like, there's no other way around. That song was a big record.
Yes.
You know?
Pushing P.
Pushing P.
You know?
But would you say that the other record was bigger than that one? That for Gunna did?
Which one?
Because I think the other song Gunna had. Hold on a second. On this album,
See, I'm trying to think. Was it as big as Heat with Chris Brown?
Heat wasn't his record. That was Chris Brown's.
That's
record.
what I'm saying.
No.
But he's so synonymous with that record for me. I'm trying to think if Pushing P was as big as that song.
So on that album, you have Too Easy.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Pushing P was better than Too Easy?
It may not have been better, but if it comes down to which was the bigger record, or which record do you think has the best chance to win, Pushing P would probably be the record.
Like Too Easy.
Most labels would lean towards.
I like Too Easy.
Like
Too Easy was a bop.
Well, yeah,
that whole album DS4 was
it's like this. People love Over by Lucky Day, but in my opinion, Candy Drip is where it's at.
Yeah,
and stuff like that. From instrumental to his performance on that record, different.
But the question, though, wait, hold up. You guys forgot that, Kendrick Lamar was just the greatest spot ever.
I didn't even get to win it to the category yet.
Mm-hmm.
So
I was like, I heard that. I was like, oh, this is no brainer.
You know what it is.
This is a no brainer.
K-Dot got that one off.
It's not just
for the Hard Part 5.
But the visuals.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm saying
the visuals.
And that to me what sold it for me, because the visuals match the song. And when you think about the song, you think about the visuals.
Oh my God.
Because whenever you think about that song, you see Kendrick in the room with the face
changing
and the chase changing, and with the red screen behind him. And to get the Marvin Gaye estate to give you the pass on that?
Yo, they got a great rapport over there. Because I'll tell you why. Because
you know how hard it is to get anything from them guys? Just ask Robin Thicke.
No, he's not.
I'm lying to you.
He's dead serious. No, they got their politics are in order because I'll tell you why. If you listen to SZA's Z EP, she has this record called Sweet November. It's an instrumental by Marvin Gaye, and she spazzed on it. That's when I knew. I was just like, she stuck around long enough. She takes it seriously. She'll be one of the all-time greats.
Yeah. I remember that one, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Let me see if I can pull it up. I think I have it.
Yo. That record right there, still similar. Those themes of what she talks about are in those type of records, too. But to do a record like that, the way she sung it and delivered it and stuff like that is special.
Hold on. Ready? Yeah. I hear it. I actually remember this song.
Great body to work that EP. Shout out to all parties involved.
To get that off at her age?
Different. At
No,
that time,
part
this
of
was
that
she's maybe 23 or 24.
This came in 2014.
early on.
Daddy warned me the perils of play. Hard to get with God isn't standard. Flying high and fearless, baby. I've kissed it 1,000 times before.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. I remember that one.
Different. Now, honestly, what I like about TD, but what I love about Kendrick is he takes his art seriously. I'm from the era grew up in the early 2000s and stuff like that, where I love videos. I love visuals. I still watch videos to this day and stuff like that. Like when it comes to Kendrick and his visuals,
he nails it.
As he's gotten bigger, the budget has expanded. He doesn't cheat you.
No.
Ever.
No.
And I can appreciate that about him.
Okay, so after that you have for the best melodic rap performance. So this is for a solo and collaborative performance between both elements of R&B melodies and rap music. Mm-hmm. So you have Big Lotto. I don't even know. See, another one, like I said, I get upset about. Because like when you came in again, you were Mulatto. Mm-hmm. Then you went to Lotto. Mm-hmm. Now you're trying to go to Big Lotto. I'm not changing your name, sis. I'm sorry. I'm not changing your name in my library.
I'm calling you.
I'm calling you what you are. You're not going to mess my whole library up trying to change your name. Sorry.
It's like current parent,
Okay? So you have Lotto's Big Energy, the live version. You have Kendrick Lamar featuring Blast and Amanda Reedfield for Die Hard. Ooh. You have Jack Harlow First Class.
Okay.
Future featuring Drake and Tim's Wait For You. And Beautiful with Future and SZA and DJ Khaled. Guess who won that one?
Future and Drake.
Yep.
Yeah. Come on now.
Shout out to Thames, baby.
Yep. Actually, I don't think. Yeah, she's a credit for that one. So next one you have for best rap song was the Songwriter Award. Kendrick Lamar's The Heart beat out Pusha P. Wait For You, God Did, and Churchill's Down.
Churchill's Down. Listen, man, the boy went crazy on that record, man. I like you, Jack. And you was saying stuff. You was talking that talk on Churchill's Down, but once that boy came through, boy, oh my God.
It's one of these.
Oh my God.
You want to pound the shoulder? You did good, man. You did good.
Yeah,
you did good.
You know how you know how you know it's real? Even guys who criticize Drake about the same singing stuff, he's like, man, when he raps like this, man, he will best in the world.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then you have for best rap album, you have God Did by Khaled, Future I Never Liked You, Jack Harlow's Come Home, The Kids Miss You, Kendrick Lamar, Miss Lamar Around, The Big Steppers, and Pusha T's Almost Dry. Guess who won that one?
Kendrick.
Yeah, K-Dot, man.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Some of the nominees seem a little salty after Kendrick won.
I don't know.
I mean, some of them was clapping, but it was like, Kendrick did it again, Kendrick. Yeah, Kendrick, yeah.
Are you talking about the DJ guy?
Yeah, I mean,
Touch with a K?
What, he was the only one there. Was front row.
What are you gonna say to Kendrick?
No, he lost to Kyle Crater. I don't want to answer that too.
No. He don't want that static. There's some real dudes out on TDE. Some real guys out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we did that.
Man.
Follow Kyle, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, listen, man.
Savior.
Listen, that undercover hate ain't kosher, man.
So for we'll just do some alternative. For best alternative music album, Wet Leg won. For best alternative music performance, Wet Leg won that one too. For best rock album, shout out to Ozzy Osbourne for winning for Patient Number 9, bro. Old ass Ozzy Osbourne still winning work.
Sharon!
He beat out the Black Keys and Machine Gun Kelly.
Listen, man.
Wow.
It's impressive.
Machine Gun Kelly for the mainstream sellout. Because he went from, the rap thing. Show me,
I mean, these arenas ain't gonna sell out themselves.
Oh, man. So for best rock song, Broken Horses, Brandi Carlile. She won that one. Best metal performance, Ozzy Osbourne won that one. He beat out Megadeth, Ghost, Muse, and Turnstile.
He beat out Muse?
Yeah.
Muse got a fire basis.
Best rock performance, Brandi Carlile for Broken Horses. All right. Now, let's get to another good one. Let's get to dance music, electronic music. For best dance music recording, you have Beyonce won that for Break My Soul. She beat Rufus Day Soul, On My Knees. Kate Chanada featuring her, Intimidated. David Guetta and BB Rhea for I'm Good. I'm Good record.
Listen, man.
I can't be mad at that one. She also beat out
Intimidated though with her.
Yeah, it's a hit too.
Yo.
Diplo Miguel's "Don't Forget My Love."
I love that record, bro.
And Rosewood by Bonobo. She beat them out too. So here is for best dance electric music album. You have Beyonce's Renaissance, Bonobo Fragments, Diplo, Rufus Del Sol Surrender, and Odessi for The Last Goodbye. That's what I think it is.
Yeah, that's definitely think it is.
That's the Afrobeat guy, right? Am I tripping?
Odessa's not Afrobeat.
It's a group, right?
I think it's one person. They definitely fall into the EDM category. I think.
All right. So that's what I think it is. Okay, all right. Yeah. It's a duo. Yeah. So she beat them out. So Beyonce's Renaissance beat them out. Hey, bro, how you have a dance album and you have some R&B songs and dance? Come on, man. You can't box me in, man.
No.
I'm like Floyd.
No.
Slipper than the eel.
No. Yeah, no.
Can't do nothing with that. Sorry.
Nah, Floyd is the type of fighter. If you just play whack-a-ball, you get hot, you get tight.
Okay. Now, let's get to the best pop vocal album. In that, you have for albums containing greater than 50% playing time of new pop vocal recordings. Now, here's where I was shocked. Because you had Voyage by ABBA, Adele's 30, Coldplay, Music of the Spheres, which... Oh, man. We gotta appreciate Coldplay while they're still together, man.
I appreciate them dudes all the time.
People don't understand to be together that long and still put in good bodies of work.
I think Chris Martin's very overlooked.
Very, very overlooked.
I think he's one of the few guys, they always say, never meet your idols or people that inspire you, but I would generally want to meet him because I think he's a really cool guy. But when he hits that stage, man, he's as cold as he's cold, man.
Lizzo Special and Harry Styles' Harry's House. Guess who won that?
Harry Styles?
Yep. I was shocked that Harry Styles beat ABBA. ABBA, when they come back around, boy.
No, honestly, that's fair.
The group been together since the 70s, bro.
No, I mean that's fair because when the thing is, whenever I think about Sweden, I think about great pop music. I think about the bar of great pop music. You have the likes of ABBA, then you have the likes of Max Martin. You think about the artists that they've put out. Mm-hmm. You have Robin, who I think is one of the most underrated, best pop stars of all time. You think of the likes of Licky Lee. She's amazing. She's actually married. I think she's with and has a child with Jeff Basker.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So when you think about them, you think about the musicianship, you think about the chemistry. ABBA is like the blueprint for a lot of catchy pop music.
Yep.
And I feel like they are carefully studied.
Yep.
For the most part. So
Dancing Queen.
Yeah, a lot of records.
To this day, you could put that song on.
Bro, I remember when I was really small, like 6 or 7 years old.
I played Dancing Queen this weekend.
Yeah.
You would have thought that there was a new song that just came out.
Mm-hmm.
Old, young, it don't matter.
It's real out here.
Dumb folks love that ABBA.
Yeah, bro. I think I was like under 10 years old and stuff like that. My dad had like videotapes, VHS, people. This may sound new to some of you guys that are born after after 95 or so and stuff like that. But he had footage of ABBA shows.
Oh, really?
Yes, like live footage of them getting busy at these different arenas and stuff like that.
Your dad had that?
Yeah, like
he still has it.
He might. I remember seeing him on videotapes. I'm just like, yo, like
he should convert that to the DVD.
A lot of my
Blu-ray.
influences and stuff like that, especially back then when the radio was very prominent. A lot of that contemporary top 40, all these different types of music that you listen on the radio. A lot of that I got from my dad. It's just that when I started listening and finding my own music, that's when it kicked in overdrive.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Moving on, for best traditional pop vocal album, Kelly Clarkson, When Christmas Comes Around, Nora Jones, I Dream of Christmas, Pentatonic, Evergreen, Diana Ross, Thank You, and Michael Bublé, Higher. Guess who won?
Michael Bublé.
Yep.
Girl, Michael Bublé.
Yep. Can't deny that guy, man.
Bublé.
Sorry.
Bublé.
Best duo, best pop duo or group performance. I Like You, Post Malone, Doja Cat. Unholy, Sam Smith and Kim Petras. My Universe, Coldplay and BTS. Bam Bam, Carmela Cabano featuring Ed Sheeran. ABBA, Don't Shut Me Down.
Now, honestly, between Coldplay and BTS and that Doja Cat Post Malone, I thought either one of them could have really had it, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Both those records were like big.
But Ember Key, guess who won that category?
Hard. I can't even decide. It's really hard.
The Sam Smith and Kim Petras, Unholy.
What?
Yeah, man.
We're proud to them.
No more power to them.
More hard to them, I guess.
They beat out some really heavyweights in that category.
I couldn't agree more. I could not agree more.
When I saw and it's funny, I remember when that song first came out, and that thing shot #1 in all airplays and Billboard lists. And when it first debuted, #1.
It's crazy. But again,
I was like, man, when you hear the song, like, let me hear this song. I'm thinking Sam Smith back outside doing Sam Smith type music. When I got that, I was like, hold on.
it's edgy, and they allow them to be edgy because they got a lot of backing.
Yep.
It's just what it comes
very,
down
very
to.
Edgy. Now, next in that category, you have Best Pop Solo Performance. So you have Moscow Mule with Bad Bunny, Woman by Doja Cat, Bad Habit by Steve Lacy, Adele's Easy on Me, Lizzo About That Time, and Harry Styles As It Was. And I was like, man, in that category.
That's a tough category. Woman by Doja Cat was a big
yes,
record.
It was.
Big record.
But I told at that moment, I told Intense the one clear fact. TikTok is heavy.
Yeah.
TikTok had power. I told him, I don't care what you have outside. People too much are glued to their phone that love Steve Lacy right now. Bad Habit, you see him doing a little dance to it, a little, oh, wow, this is a nice song.
No, I think you're right. I think TikTok had significance on a lot of some of these people winning
TikTok,
and being nominated
Instagram,
to a degree.
Because
Because it was no different when YouTube was the prominent thing.
Yeah.
YouTube is still very important, don't get me wrong. But it was no different.
But guess who won?
When you know.
That category. Remember?
No, Bad Bunny didn't win that. Did he?
Which category?
For Best Pop Solo Performance. The one I just read off.
Oh, that one. I'm not too sure.
It was Adele's Easy on Me.
Oh, yeah. That was, I'm not gonna lie to you. I give it to her, but I'm like, come on. You're telling me, I never heard.
Have you heard the song?
No, because I don't know.
That's your problem.
How you gonna tell me? But think about it, though. That's why I told him.
You gotta hear Adele's album, bro. That 30 album.
I said, I believe it. No, I believe him. That's not the problem. Like I said, when you have such a high influence on like people listening, the way people listen to things, that's why I for sure thought.
See, the problem is like the way how music is consumed nowadays. It's consumed multiple ways. You have social media, but now even social media is split because now you have Instagram has their own top songs, TikTok has their own top songs. Then if you want to go to YouTube, has their own thing going on right there.
Yep.
Facebook got their own going on.
Really?
Yeah, Facebook has their own little top song, but it's something they're all linked.
But let me stop you for a second, for one quick second.
I wasn't done yet. But go ahead.
Out of the handful of people that are putting numbers on the board, Adele might be the only one who could still sell physical copies.
Yeah.
No, I believe you.
Yeah, you're right about that one.
I can believe that one.
That one, yeah. You hit the nail on that one.
I listen to Adele. I can listen to Adele. She's good.
I've never seen nothing like it, bro. I've been a fan for a very long time of Adele and stuff like that.
Shout out to her Heartbreak.
You know, it's
I appreciate the work that you put her through to get these these gems.
Like
that person should get a plaque.
Oh no, yeah,
like
it's wild.
Could you imagine you being that person? Like, you know what? I made Adele famous.
Bro, there was a point where, because she was such a great singer and stuff like that, from a writing standpoint, and this one credit pointed out, and they were accurate too. Like her talent was so immense, you could overlook probably the penmanship of some of the records that she was writing.
Yep.
But then she put it together in not the 19 album, the other
21
one, 21.
Yeah.
She put it together on that. Like, if you listen to her very first album and stuff like that, for her, when she hit the next wave, is after her SNL performance.
Yep.
You know, SNL, again, it's so embedded in the culture, but it's so vital for overseas act.
And it's funny you talk about SNL, and there's another way you can consume music.
Yep.
SNL.
Mm-hmm.
These late night talk shows. Where
Absolutely.
These artists come on perform.
Jimmy Fallon,
these guys.
Jimmy Kimmel. All
Have you
of
watched
them.
Father Time video with was it Safa and Kendrick of SNL?
Oh, I think I
didn't see it.
I know what you're talking about.
That video was sick. Cause you had Kendrick Lamar sitting on a little couch, turn around, and he comes out, start rapping, and you hear Safa come out with a little dark too. He's sitting in the back and singing the hook. I'm like, oh, woo,
Yeah. Sometimes it's the visuals that help.
Right.
a little tiny
Okay.
room. I'm like, wow.
No, you're absolutely right. No, late night television and SNL are essential to really getting you out there, man.
Yep.
sure.
Yeah.
So then after that, I was like flabbergasted. 'Cause I was like, man, because anybody in those categories should win it. But like for
I
me,
agree.
when it comes to like performance, I understand because performance is different from the actual song of it's you performing the song. You can't say if I watch these 5 people perform on stage and see Adele on stage with her vocals, none of those people ain't gonna hang with her.
True. No, you're right. Very true.
So
Very true.
You know what I mean? No disrespect to those guys, the people in the category.
But
If she was to come and just,
yeah, no, you're right.
you're gonna get up and you're gonna start crying.
I know I have 21. I know I have her first album on CDs. And I know I have a DVD of her I think, live at the Royal Hall or something like that. She's just on a different frequency, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd say, like, she's going to be one of the most sampled artists in, like, 25, 30 years' time.
So, after you have that, then it went for the best new artist. So this category recognizes an artist whose eligibility year release achieved a breakthrough into the public consciousness and notably impacted the musical landscape. Because I always thought when it come to best new artists, it was like you were fresh and you were brand new.
Mm-hmm.
But then I realized, no, you have to tap into the mainstream line
Yes.
to be considered best new artist.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Once you tap into it, then now you're the best new artist. So in that category, you had Anita, Omar Apollo, Dami and JD Black, Mooney Long, Samara Joy, Lotto, Manskin, Toby Ngwe, Molly Turtle, and Wet Lag. Samara Joy won that category.
Toby Ngwe is phenomenal. So.
Very phenomenal.
So I'm happy he was in that category.
Yes.
Shout out to him. And I hope he keeps on going.
Oh, he's gonna keep on going. He's not stopping.
But it was refreshing. It was refreshing to see that girl win, knowing she's from the Bronx, knowing she's a black woman,
local star, person here,
a dope artist. That was dope to see and stuff like that. And we need to see more of that. Hopefully, this is a huge building block for her, and she continues to just
do what she does.
Yeah, do what she does and trailblaze her way to more success.
All right, now let's get into the nitty gritty here, right?
The meat and potatoes.
Get down dirty.
So we have the song of the year, right?
Oh, please.
So now
Please.
I'm gonna break down the difference between the song and the record of the year
Okay.
because people understand that it's two different things. So the record of the year goes to artists, producers, and engineers involved in crafting the specific recording of a song. Okay? For example, the winner of the 57th Grammy Award for Record of the Year was Stay With Me, the Dark Child version by Sam Smith. As a primary artist, Sam Smith received the Grammy, as did these producers, including Rodney Jerkins, Darkchild, and the 4 engineers, including those who worked on the recording, including those probably credited for recording, mixing, and mastering the song. So basically, record of the year is the creation of the song with the artist.
Okay.
So the overall thing of that behind that, okay? Because I'm going to explain it to you guys again because we did it last year.
Mhm.
We explained it last time. I'm going to bring it up again. Now, the song of the year is the Song of the Year award. On the other hand, goes to the songwriter of the new material, not including sample interpolated material of a song. For example, at the 44th Grammy Award, the winner of the Song of the Year was Fallen by Alicia Keys. And as the sole writer of the song, Keys received the Grammy. For this reason, Song of the Year is referred to as a Songwriters Award, one of the several across 84 categories that recognize songwriters. So the Song of the Year is basically you penning the song. You get it?
Okay.
Okay.
All right, there's a difference. All right. So, that being said, let's go to Song of the Year. Okay. Remember, I said it's a songwriters category, right? Yeah, A, B, C, D, E, F, U by Gail, right?
Mhm.
About That in Time by Lizzo. All Too Well by Taylor Swift. As It Was by Harry Styles. Bad Habits by Steve Lacy. Break My Soul by Beyonce. Easy on Me by Adele. God Did with DJ Khaled and company. The Heart Part 5 by Kendrick Lamar. And Just Like That by Bonnie Raitt. Guess who won the Emperor Key?
Remember, this is a record, right? You said
Song of the Year.
Song of the Year.
Yes.
I'm gonna go with the Bell Rats, I guess.
Who?
Because I know Grammys have a little tendency to mess
I
up.
know who won it. It's Bonnie Raitt.
Yeah, but right, because somehow the Grammys started to win messed it up. Because there are too many good ones. So they had to have one bad one.
Bonnie Raitt won that category for the Song of the Year, Just Like That. Now, Bonnie Wright's been in the game for a while, but that Just Like That song's a cold song, bro. Right, Walt? She smoked it.
Some more power to her, man.
She's been in the game for a while. I gotta blur that out now. Oh my God. What is it? 117? Okay, good. It's gonna be an easy edit. Nah, man, listen, I get it. Cause we're like, what? Who the hell's Bonnie Raitt?
So,
I don't know.
Everybody was like, Bonnie Raitt? Who the hell is that? I never heard of her before. Now, Bonnie Raitt, she clean sweep the American Roots category.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So she won her American Roots.
Huh?
Remember, I said it's a songwriting song. So like you're comparing her songs for songwriting, for elements of songwriting compared to all the others. I was like, okay. I guess y'all know more than me, right?
yeah.
Yeah, because
Okay.
that makes sense.
But after that, you have the record of the year, right? Which we explained to earlier, which is to the song for the artists and producers, blah, blah, blah. You have ABBA, Don't Shut Me Down, Easy on Me by Adele, Break My Soul by Beyonce, Good Morning Gorgeous by Mary J. Blige, You and Me on the Rock by Brandi Carlile, Woman by Doja Cat, Steve Lacy's Bad Habits, The Heart by Kendrick Lamar, and Lizzo About That Time, and As It Was by Harry Styles. Guess who won that one?
Harry Styles.
Nope. Remember one record of the year?
Yeah. Shit, I forgot.
Your girl won it, Lizzo.
Oh, yeah.
Remember she was jumping on stage?
She was a happy little girl.
She was very happy.
She's like,
She's
Beyonce,
like, Beyonce,
hey,
I love you.
thank
I've been
you."
watching you since I was a little kid. And listen, y'all, like, it's me and Harry, all of us here, we're just happy. You know, we're all going to work with each other. Like, I'm like, see, this is what it's about. You praise your contemporaries, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. There's still little backstabs.
Who's to say that we're not going to get a Lizzo-Beyonce collaboration? What you think, Walt?
I can't see it happening anytime soon.
You can't see it happening?
Not anytime soon.
No Lizzo Beyonce collaboration? You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Can't explain why?
I just don't think their work ethics will be compatible.
Really?
No.
Okay. And then after that, we have for the album of the year. So that's awarded to the artists, feature artists, songwriters, producers, recording engineers, mixers, mastering, etc., etc. So this is where I was like, okay, you had Voyage by ABBA, 30 by Adele, Bad Bunny's Un Verano C2, Beyonce's Renaissance, Good Morning Gorgeous by Mary J. Blige, In These Silent Days by Brandy Carlisle, Music of the Spirits by Coldplay, Kendrick Lamar's The Morale and the Big Steppers, Lizzo Special, Harry Styles' Harry House. And that's what, like, remember earlier when I was talking about how does Mary J. Blige get in the category for the album of the year, but you don't win your own category? Make it make sense, Walt.
I wish I could.
Make it make sense, bro. For the winner of that went to Harry Styles for Harry House for the album of the year. And I was like, you know what? It's well deserved.
You got it. You said you got it. Sit.
Well deserved.
You got it. No.
Because Harry Styles, that whole One Direction crew, right, Walt? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
One Direction crew, Harry Styles, flabbergasted.
Man, Harry Styles deserves all the accolades that he's getting.
You sure?
I do. I genuinely believe that. Listen, man.
But I heard you say that if Zayn was outside, you know,
I do believe
it'd be
that.
crickets.
I do believe that, but I can't acknowledge someone who's making good music and is right out in his bag. But yeah, they know Zayn's a better singer.
You sure?
Yeah, they know that.
Who knows that?
All of them do.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
They know.
They don't know.
They know he's that dude. They know.
You sure about that?
I'm positive. I'm positive.
So this is our Grammy review episode. What you guys say about the Grammys? Did you like it?
It was cool overall. You know, nice spectacle with like the performers.
Who had the best performance? You know what I'm gonna say, right? I think for me it was a tie between Harry Styles and the whole God did by Khaled.
I'm so with you. I'm sick of the new artists.
What?
Yeah, Jay's performance was incredible, along with like you said.
But Harry Styles and Jay's performance.
Yeah, those two up there are pretty.
Oh, performance wise,
are pretty like performances.
No, God really did well. I can't lie. God did really well.
Any random thoughts of yours you want to leave with the audience?
On the Grammys?
Yeah.
Oh, Jasmine Sullivan looks sensational.
You gotta be honest sometimes. You gotta be honest.
You sure?
She looked amazing, bro. From head to toe, she's absolutely stunning.
Okay.
Yep. That's my thoughts.
That's it?
And also, I mean, overall, let's just keep it all 100. They were just trying to pander to us with the whole hip hop thing. And certain acts was left out too.
Well, I actually, you know what? I take it back. I like the 50th year anniversary of hip hop performance.
I don't knock it.
That was kind of enjoyable.
Overall, it was a really good performance. You know, see some of them old dudes still with it.
I just didn't
look like he could still yoke some.
Who?
Melly Mel.
Oh yeah, Melly Mel. Yo, Melly Mel went on stage shirtless. Ricky, he had no shirt on, bro.
Push it on.
Melly Mel had no shirt on, bro.
Push it on.
I'm being serious.
Nah, he didn't have no shirt.
And he's still cut up.
Push it on. We don't need to see that.
Crazy.
It was an old cut up, but he still was cut up. Still in great shape.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Yeah, impressive in my.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just, LL, he ain't tall like, Mr. Todd over there. But hey, man. I don't know. Only thing I didn't like about that whole hip hop performance was having Lil Uzi Vert close out that whole thing. I wasn't really feeling that.
Got you.
You know what I mean?
I think it's not a lot of hate over there.
I'm just saying what it is. What give me a handle, bro?
I am _ WAL 4 T's at the end.
Emperor Key. Give me a handle, baby.
Emperor Key. Emperor Key. And then 0_0.
What about your King Festivus one?
You also can find me King Festivus. I'm gonna post new pictures. I'm trying to have a whole bunch of them. I'm saving up.
Yep.
It's time for me to start posting them. And yeah.
You can follow the podcast on the Record Pod. You place C with a K. Follow me at DJ Intense on all social media platforms, except for the good old TikTok. That's DJ.intense. This is our Grammy episode. Later on this week, we will have you for our Super Bowl episode. And then we'll kick things off back again next Sunday for our normal On the Record podcast program proceedings.
That's our time, folks.
So, I want you get over there, baby. You all right?
Yeah. Oh, yes, I'm good. I'm good.
I'm going to do something special. Shout out to the boy Meek Mill, man.
Meek Mill?
I think he gave us this right here. We out.
I don't even know why these be trying to count me. I'm too unpredictable. Too easy. Yeah. When the teacher asked me who I raised me, said them streets did. They underrated me, never paid me, but them streets did. Who brought the billionaires to the hood, gonna tell you Meek did. Who bringing rent home for good, gonna tell you Meek is. Yeah, that's cause my mama taught me different. I got people praying for me from all religions. Never turn my back on Jigga, and every time he talk, I listen. But I got so much murder on my mind that it be hard to listen. Billionaires on all my visits. PTSD starting to kick you. It was a blessing, I invested my taxes out the kitchen. Told my how to catch it, flipping, gave him opposition. Still be out in Philly with that drilling and I call him. Cause I come from the dark side, I don't make it, cops gon' slaughter. Now I gotta feed my family, bring my sons and all our daughters with us. I don't even need no Grammy, I put the check, bring the whole corner with us. My first song I ever dropped, still performing. On the 10th year, Benchy 5th Ave, I'm in 5th gear. Bad ass for 20 racks, I'm like, where? You the type get around and rich folks start to get weird. I'm the type get around and rich folks, I'm trying to split shares. I'm so sincere, I do not live in fear. Give me a glicky with a switchy and we in there. It cost $450 to hit your city, I had to live there. I was with the streets, I had hit the baddest there. And I'm humble when I meet, I don't never lack, cause I been there. Came my homie at 17, I don't never lack, I know I ain't fair. I was down bad, I had to sit there and just wait it out. Nobody in my hood ain't go this far, I had to pay this out. Really think I came this far to let y'all hit me out? I'm sliding through the trench, bulletproof car that can't even take me out. Wow, sitting at the bank like I was staking out. Tell her thing I'm tripping, I need 10 million cash, tryna take it out right now, miss. AP sitting pretty on my brown wrist. Okay, pray my fans forgive me, I had lost it and found it. I lost it and found it once I seen it, got around it, counted me out, but they miscounted king. They counted this out, I start finding about slime in the south, flying about. Like what you sliding about? Don't stand for nothing to what you dying about. Just see my man die on the ground, like what did you crying about? I get this famous when you know that MJ died in his house. I ain't perfect, but I ain't let nobody hurt me. Now I'm from Philly, I do the serving, no I ain't let nobody serve me, y'all. Some young and try and go, I told him show me something. He'll take your plate if he know you ain't standing overnight. Flops at my roller, y'all thought I'd wait till I go or something. Invested 20 million, I ain't even waiting on no short nothing, I'm still maxing. Real shooters with me like the real Maxi. I was at the game, I let Tierra hold my real patty. Had it in my pocket, I let her rock it cause I hair match. She know how we rockin', we been like slower air matches. My hood like Fear Factor. Switchy ripped his face off and left his head damaged. Preaching at the view, either giving out weird answers. Talking about God didn't want revenge at them. Talking about throwing spins at them. I come from the bottom and take your loss and get your wins at them. And on my no grind, I take a squad to get my bins at them. Make $100 million and still go get my friends after. And that don't go for everybody, just the only ones that been back. For me, I will never sell my soul for money like I'm Kanye. It's crazy I used to bang you in my cell house on lock day. Famous got my idols looking at me sideways. I don't need no verses from I did it my way.